Greetings, this is Michael Erlewine, and we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, which is samsara, so that we can better understand it, because we're stuck in it. Now, most of us keep busy, if nothing else, busy at entertaining ourselves, of being entertained, and trying not to be distracted from our distractions. Life without our constant distraction is boring. For most of us, empty. Yet empty of what? And I'd have to say empty of samsara, because it's empty of distractions, obviously. And without our constant distractions, we feel a gap or a void, a life not full enough, not fulfilled by being constantly busy and entertained, so that we don't get bored or we don't feel ennui. After all, that's the nature of samsara, all our distractions and obscurations. And if we can withstand being distracted, what is there? Well, we could simply say that we find ourselves at loose ends. We're undistracted, not busy, unentertaining, and living what appears to, at first at least, to be an empty life, boring. Yet, as mentioned, this empty life is a life empty of distractions, of entertainment, of being bored and forced to endure a lack of distractions, just to be there, empty, void, bored. And we're not used to being without the busyness of constant engagement. Entertainment. Yet again, that's the very nature of samsara, all this entertainment. And this is why we feel that such an undistracted experience, one without constant entertainment, constant busyness, is boring beyond holding still, and we are moved to hurry and get back inside the shield or sheath of our own busyness. And once again get caught up in entertainment where we're quite content, we're comfortable. I'm not distant from this, because I am myself still learning to endure silence in a state of nothing happening, with zero entertainment. Of course, I have to explore this, because when I had my major stroke, I had no choice but to be exposed to this emptiness, this gap, and exist with a total lack of anything at all entertaining for a long time, weeks. And I just had to take it, to endure the blinding light of entertainment lost, entertainment denied. I tell you that, silly as it sounds, it was excruciating beyond words. And I worry that folks have no idea as to what this non-distraction and our reaction to it points to. What it suggests to me is that when we pass on, when we die and leave this body, with all of its incessant distraction, and suddenly we're in the bardo with zero distraction, with super thin skin, very, very sensitive, we will be blinded by this light of emptiness and can't help but turn away and seek out the nearest shadows and take refuge in the dark rather than learn to look and live in the light. That's my worry. And this is because then even our experience of the bardo will be stripped of samsara, leaving us naked and exposed to the true nature of the mind, which is something that by definition we can't, have never, and don't know about now. The experience of being stripped of all entertainment, as I was by this major stroke, left me not in a confused state, but clear as a bell. I could never have imagined that clarity. My mind was perfectly sharp, and I was in the middle of a hospital, surrounded by orderlies and doctors. It was crazy, but I was perfectly sharp, and I was exposed to my own nakedness at being not entertained. No way to hide, no closure, no way to get away from it whatsoever. And this light, this pure, clear light in the sky, it's like up in the corner of my mind, was like a blinding sun. And I tried everything in my power to find refuge in the cover and darkness of samsara once again. Yet that was, for me, weeks denied. It took that long to reanimate my entertainment and get it covered. And so I suffered. I endured the brilliance of the mind until I could somehow once again gather around myself enough shadow, enough cover, the shadows of samsara and entertainment that kept me busy and not looking at that light, so busy that it drowns and dims out the brilliance of the light. I just feel I have to do better when my time of passing from this world comes, which is why all the Dharma training and practice is just so very important. And learning to endure boredom, learning to rest in the gap of nothingness, of voidness, non-interest, non-entertainment, is something I believe we each have to do.